UK Prime Minister gets petition on Yoruba nation's agitation. UK Prime Minister gets petition on Yoruba nation's agitation. To my dear listeners, good day from wherever you're listening from. Kindly stay tuned as I read today's news. Sunday Igboho, a prominent advocate for the Yoruba Nation movement, has taken a significant step by submitting a petition to United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer, allegedly urging him to consider the secessionist movement in Nigeria. According to a report by Sahara Reporters, the petition, submitted on behalf of Prof. Adebanji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba Nation movement, seeks the UK government's immediate intervention to establish a country predominantly owned by indigenous Yoruba people. Accompanying Igboho were notable dignitaries, including Prophet Ologun Oluwa, Fatai Ogunribido, Alhaja Adeyeye, and Paul Odebiyi. This move is part of the movement's effort to garner international support for their cause. It is worth noting that this development comes after Yoruba historian Banji Akintoye accused the Nigerian government of attempting to persuade Igboho to abandon his agitation. The Yoruba Nation agitation has been gaining momentum, with various groups and individuals advocating for a restructured Nigeria or outright independence. Igboho's petition to the UK Prime Minister marks a significant escalation in the movement's pursuit of international recognition and support. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go, to my dear listeners, the letter Igboho wrote to the British Prime Minister, I think it's actually the right thing to do, because making decision in Nigeria now takes a tough time, and obviously the Nigerian government are not ready to listen to anyone. Then I think they are pushing the whole of the nation to their own detriment stage, to the detriment whereby they do not want to hear anything again. So I feel it is a good idea for Igboho to have said something, to have written a letter to the British Prime Minister. At least they are not blind and they are not deaf. They have a tips of what is happening in this country. So, and I think them interfering would be a good thing. Interfering from the British and the other concerned state would actually do us good, because as it is, the government we have do not want to listen to us at all. And I think at some point people will get angry and people would not want to hear anything. It is not until people start going to their house to block them or something? Is that when these people would wisen up? To my dear listeners, before I go, let's move down to the comment section. A comment which I have here says the Niger Delta is coming up to keep it up. The way government are doing, they are the one planning war, just as if it is what they wanted. Another comment here says this is good. Far Yoruba about the Biafra didn't consult about the Ijos and Niger Deltans before creating Biafra maps, causing chaos without orientation. Sincerely, I feel Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba activist, has been advocating for the secession of the Yoruba land. And I feel this movement is a separate one from the indigenous people of Biafrans, push for an independent Biafra in southeastern Nigeria. And at the same time, the hyper agitation for secession is rooted in feelings of marginalization and persecution, with many Igbo people feeling treated as second-class citizens because the government actually made them feel in such way. Their region's history, including the Biafra Civil War, has contributed to this sentiment too. So to me, I feel many in the southeast feel excluded from Nigerians' power structure and economic opportunities too. And I'm talking about the economic hardship. Poverty and unemployment have fueled discontent among young people. The presence of Fulani pastoralists and clashes with local communities have raised tensions too. To me, I think it is essential to recognize that not all individuals in the affected regions support secession. Let's take it from there. Some argue that addressing governance and economic issues would mitigate separatist sentiment. That's one of the issues, the reasons why we haven't still achieved